Perfect. Oh boy. Yep, gotta restart that. Give me that, bro. Thank you. All right. Let's get going here. There we go, we're live. Perfect. Let's get going here. There we go, we're live. Perfect. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Perfect. Perfect. We can see the chat. Right. Perfect. Alright, let's give everybody a second to get in here. We are going to be ranking every way you can boost your testosterone. This is going to be very useful for athletes like you guys. Perfect. Oh my god, how do I see that? Wait, hold up. What up, everybody? Today we're going to be ranking every way you can boost your testosterone as an athlete. I want to see this whole thing. I want to make sure you guys can see this. So we can obviously go like that, but that should be good. All right, make sure you guys can see me. Can you guys see this? Can y'all see this? Perfect. All right, perfect. Let's get it. Oh, it's flipped. Thank you for telling me that. I need to flip horizontally. There we go. Perfect. That should be fixed now. Let's get this going here. Perfect. Perfect. This is every way you can boost your testosterone ranked. S tier is superpowers, A tier is alpha tier, B tier is above average, C tier is worth trying, and D tier is overrated as fuck. What should we start with here? These are some of the best ways to boost your testosterone ranked. Let's see what we got here. I mean, this is going to be very useful for athletes, people in the gym trying to build muscle, people trying to build a healthier lifestyle. I mean, testosterone is the leading cause of like living longer. Cold shower, that's what we should start with. The thing about cold shower is I feel like it works different on multiple people. You know, like for some people, it really puts them in this mindset. It puts them in this locked in mindset. And being locked in actually does increase testosterone. Like the act of being locked in and doing what you love will increase your testosterone overall. But some people just do cold shower and don't get any testosterone out of it, and they just don't like it, and it doesn't make them any more locked in than they are. Let's look at some studies on cold showers and testosterone. Cold showers and testosterone. This is an article from healthline.com. Cold showers for testosterone. Okay, this study shows that reducing regular exposure to warm water increase sperm count. So it does help with fertility, this study shows. Does it increase energy? Some participants felt like they had more energy after taking a hot to cold shower. And a cold shower does... Oh, I'm sorry for not rating javelin in my field events video. It's probably like A tier, B tier. You know, I did rate it, but it just got cut off in the video. Apologize for that. So cold showers. From this study, it looks like we are boosting testosterone here. But let's look on nationalinstitute.gov. Oh no, this is some weird stuff. Reddit, it shows yes, how cold therapy affects testosterone. So, it seems as though cold showers do help your fertility. They can help you feel more energy, and they do help your dopamine levels. So, I would definitely say it's worth trying, but I don't think there's a very direct correlation to cold showers and boosting testosterone. But it's definitely worth giving it a shot. You know, if you take cold showers and you start to feel locked in every day and you start doing what you love, then it definitely is worth the pain that a cold shower is, you know. And I feel like taking a cold shower makes you waste less time in the shower, because when it's freezing cold in the shower, I just want to get the hell out of there, you know. I really just want to get the hell out of there. All right, there's our first ranking for boosting testosterone. What do we have next here? What should we do? Anybody in chat want to see what we got? Testosterone. Chicken sandwich. Very good. Yeah, we should get some testosterone in here. But we'll do testosterone next. We don't exactly have it on the list, but I can definitely add it for you. Here we go. We're going to use a picture of a turkey because that's what it kind of sounds like. Awesome. Thank y'all for tuning into the live stream. We're doing a quick one today about which best ways to boost your testosterone are. Yeah, these are the best ways to boost your testosterone. S tier superpowers all the way down to overrated as fucking D tier. Let's rate testosterone next. Here we go. How do I spell this? Testosterone. So, one of our viewers in here was thinking about hopping on testosterone. And let's do a little research here to see if it's worth it or not. And let's add it to this testosterone boosting. All right. So it does sound like testosterone. So I can see where some would be misled to think that it does increase your testosterone. However, I would say, hold up, this chicken sandwich is spicy. God damn. So a lot of people are misled because of the name testosterone. It sounds a lot like testosterone. So they're misled into thinking that it does actually increase testosterone, but it is a lot less potent as something like creatine, something like Test Max, something like Trenvar. It's going to help a little bit. Don't get me wrong. Like maybe that little 0.01%. If you're trying to get that little out of it, then yes, hop on testosterone. But overall, it's just expensive. Like, how much does this stuff cost? How much does this stuff cost? Wow. Testosterone's $80. $80 for something that moves the needle like barely this much. I mean, it's all right. Let's look at some studies and when you look it up on Google, it says testosterone does not increase testosterone level in humans. The first source on Google, it would not say that. If there was any studies showing that it would, if there was a single study showing that testosterone did boost testosterone, that would not show up on the first result as Google. We looked at a few studies and we can firmly conclude that testosterone is a D tier, overrated ASF, overrated as fuck when it comes to boosting your testosterone. It is not going to inherently boost your testosterone. If you're looking for something to boost your testosterone, go with TestMax. Go with the MK 2688 or go with the Trenvar. I would say those are going to be much more bang for your buck, as something like TestMax is much cheaper than testosterone, and it is going to be a lot more effective, especially when you take it every single day. Yeah, I mean, testosterone is going to move the needle that much. I like that. Let's move on to creatine. Everybody knows creatine, most researched gym supplement in the world. Let's see if creatine can actually boost your testosterone or if it is a myth in the fitness industry. Let's look up creatine and testosterone boosting. So, creatine supplementation does not directly increase testosterone levels, but it can have many indirect contributions to favorable While creatine supplementation doesn't directly increase testosterone, it does directly contribute to some factors that will increase your testosterone, especially long-term and over time. You know, creatine is proven to increase brain function. It is proven to help you get less concussions, which is crazy. Basically, what creatine does is it saturates your muscles with water and creatine, and it makes you build muscle faster. It's going to make you smarter. It's going to increase your brain function. So while creatine isn't going to boost your testosterone necessarily, it is going to help you build more muscle, and it will indirectly contribute to more testosterone. But there's a big but here. There's a big but. Because while creatine is going to increase your muscle mass, it's not going to directly boost your testosterone, but it will give some indirect testosterone boosting properties like increased brain function, increased drive and motivation. But there is a big scary shadow when it comes to creatine, and that is the type of creatine you're getting and the supplier you are getting it from. There's often crazy overpriced creatine that doesn't even work. I will show you this study here, but 66% of people don't even respond to most creatine, especially if you see those little creatine gummies. Almost 100% of people do not even respond to those small creatine gummies you see in stores, so do not be fooled and do not buy anything that is a creatine gummy. I would basically just stick to pure monohydrate powder. You can do it in capsule form if you want, but make sure your capsules have pure creatine monohydrate in them, or else they will be very ineffective. If you want to find the best creatine on the market right now, I would go to rmslabs.store or use the shop link in this video to check out this creatine, because we have the best supplier in the US, all USA made, lab tested, and this creatine is 100% effective. It's gonna affect everyone equally, and it's not some BS creatine gummy that people literally sell off Alibaba on TikTok Shop. That's the thing. Nowadays, TikTok Shop is full of fake creatines, fake supplements that is not going to help you directly. This Rocky Mountain Supplements creatine monohydrate is going to be the most effective, best bang for your buck creatine on the market. What up, Casey? Thank you for joining the live stream. I really appreciate having you here. We're just talking on the best ways to boost your testosterone. And I think when it comes to creatine monohydrate, if you're getting the random TikTok Shop a creatine or clear whey monohydrate, I would just say creatine, regular creatine monohydrate, or regular creatine capsules. Do not get the creatine gummies. Definitely don't, because most suppliers get them on Alibaba. Look at this. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. All of these creatines, I bet you guys have seen all these on TikTok Shop. They are all from Alibaba, and they're getting them from $2, and they don't even work. They are placebos, and they are selling it to you for a crazy price. I've seen some of these creatines up for like $50 for a small pack of creatine gummies that don't even work. Insane. That is just one of the biggest scams I've ever seen. If you want to get pure creatine monohydrate, then go to Rocky Mountain Supplements on TikTok Shop, or go to rmslabs.store and buy some real lab-tested USA-made creatine monohydrate. So, if we're talking about the Rocky Mountain Supplements creatine, I would definitely put it in alpha tier to S tier superpowers. If we're talking about regular TikTok Shop creatine that comes from one of these Alibaba BS, not lab tested, not USA made creatines, then I would definitely put it in D tier. And if there was an F tier, then I'd put it even lower than testosterone. But when it comes to Rocky Mountain Supplements creatine, I definitely have to put it in S tier superpowers. Chat, I buy from them. I've seen some good results. Yeah, Casey's one of our longtime product inquirers. He's one of our best influencers and marketers out there. And he's been using this stuff for a while. He's had one of the craziest gym transformations I've ever seen someone have. You guys should have seen him before. He did not have the greatest physique, and he turned into like one of the most impressive physiques I've ever seen for one of my friends before. All right, what's next? What about coffee and boosting testosterone? What do we think? Coffee and boosting testosterone. I'm pretty sure there is some information out there about how coffee can boost testosterone. Let's see here. Yeah, let's move on to coffee, guys. What do you think about coffee and boosting testosterone? Let's look at some literature and make sure we get a very detailed scientific answer. Here's an article from the nationalhealthinstitute.gov from 2013/14. What up, Nate W? How you doing, bro? You've been one of our top stream viewers lately, so thank you so much for tuning in again. We're just doing a quick little stream. We're going to be ranking every way to boost testosterone, and we're looking at some literature and studies to figure out what that is. So, this study shows that would I recommend taking any amino acid supplements? It depends, but I would say stick to creatine and like natural test boosters, like good test boosters like TestMax. It's in my shop right now, but I would say those BCAAs and amino acids like do help a little bit, but it's just not worth your money at the end of the day. Like good training is gonna be and a good diet, and then like possibly TestMax and creatine is gonna give so much more benefit than taking any amino acids, BCAAs, all those kind of supplements. When it comes to caffeine and testosterone, there are some positive studies out there, but they're not all affirmative. They don't all agree, but there have been some studies that show that coffee does increase testosterone, and it definitely helps everyone wake up in the morning and get their job done, you know? So I think we have to put coffee in above average B tier, but I would definitely try it to boost your testosterone if you're not doing it already. But yeah, a lot of people are addicted to coffee, and being addicted to something can actually lower your testosterone. So as long as you're taking your coffee in a controlled way, in a controlled substance, then it's great. It's definitely above average way to boost your testosterone. Let's move on to the next. Would you say My Protein is a good place to get products from? Let's look this up. It depends on the supplier of this store. If they're lab tested, if they're USA made. Like for example, this is my company here. We were so sick of the BS on all the TikTok Shop, all the Instagram viral gym supplement products. So we just made a company that's USA made, lab tested, everything you need, and it's no BS supplements. You're getting 9-in-1 You're getting 9-in-1 essential vitamins and minerals all in one product that's going to boost your testosterone, help you recover better. With zinc and magnesium, you're going to get the best damn sleep of your life, and you're going to recover quicker every single day. Stuff like tribulus complex and horny goat weed are natural testosterone boosters humans have been using for centuries. So all very good ingredients in TestMax, and all very important for sure. Would I mind explaining the TestMax product? Yes, for sure. I would probably rather show you guys just on a TikTok shop. You know, where's my phone? Here. TestMax is definitely one of the best testosterone boosters out there. If you guys want to check it out, it's in my bio on my TikTok shop. You can see all the branding for it and everything. It does a pretty good job explaining why people use TestMax and who it's for. Because a lot of people, a lot of men turn to banned and illegal substances. A lot of men turn to banned and illegal substances for boosting their testosterone and performance when they can be using a natural blend like TestMax every day of the week. It's going to be way healthier and almost just as effective, if not more effective, than a lot of these scammy, like SARMs, unnatural compounds that you put into your body. Everything TestMax offers is a natural alternative to all of those unhealthy strength complexes. It has a lot of zinc and magnesium, very properly dosed. It's going to help you sleep and recover. It's going to give you the best sleep of your life with all that zinc and magnesium content. Tribulus complex, horny goat weed. What else do we got in here? Long Jack, Chirisin, Tribulus complex, all great stuff, and that humans have been using for thousands of years, for centuries, to boost their testosterone. All lab tested ingredients. You're getting 9 ingredients all in one. And look here, if you wanted to buy zinc as a product by itself, look, you're dropping $8 on one thing of zinc. And then if you want to buy magnesium separately to boost your testosterone, you're spending like another $8 to just get something you can get all in one. And remember, TestMax has 9 ingredients all in one. So you're going to be spending about $8 per bottle on every ingredient. So if you wanted to get all 9 ingredients all by themselves, you're looking at $9 times 8. You're looking at around $70 to $80 when you can just get TestMax for $39.99, which is 25% off right now. So it's a crazy deal, and it's all lab tested, USA made, so you're getting the best stuff on the market. What's my bench? Well, the crazy thing is, when I used to bench before taking supplements, I was just taking creatine, nothing special, like caffeine every now and then. I was only benching like 155. It was crazy. I was very weak, not very strong in the gym. 155 is not a good bench. But I would say after taking TestMax for around 30 to 45 days, and it wasn't all the TestMax, it was a lot of hard work as well, but I was able to bench 225 pounds for 5 reps with closed grip bench press. It was one of the craziest transformations of my life. And I can say the complex inside TestMax is one of the most revolutionary things I've ever seen. It's lab tested, it's proven, it's USA made. You're not finding a more trustworthy product on TikTok shop or on the internet than TestMax. It has to go in the top of S tier for superpowers when it comes to boosting testosterone. It is the number one supplement for boosting testosterone. Like creatine will boost your testosterone, but TestMax is made to boost your testosterone. So that's why it does go above creatine in the ways to boost testosterone tier list. Let's move on to something else here. Let's move on to short sprints. Now, when I show you guys a picture of a sprinter, oh yeah, oh damn it, I just closed out of the tier list. Here we go. All right, perfect. Let's move on to TestMax. Here are all the ways to boost your testosterone as an athlete. Let's go. So, let's move on to short sprints for boosting testosterone. If you look up sprinter, When you look up sprinter on Google, you will find these are what sprinters look like. They are very, very jacked, very, very muscular. And there's a reason for that. It's because sprinting is one of the biggest testosterone boosting exercises you can do, more than compound movements like squats, bench, and deadlift. Short sprints activate human growth hormone as well. Not only do they activate human growth hormone, but they do activate hormone receptors. So sprinting and boosting testosterone. This one's big. This one's huge. There's a lot of evidence and a lot of literature behind this. Sprinting. Sprinting and particularly high-intensity interval training can lead to temporary increase in testosterone levels, which will build you muscle faster and quicker while you're training. So you want boosted testosterone levels while you're training. So for something like a track athlete, I would say sprint alpha tier. So sprint during the day, which is going to boost your testosterone while you actually work out and build muscle. And then while you're sleeping, take Test Max for that zinc and magnesium complex to boost testosterone while you even sleep. And then if you're boosting testosterone while you're training and while you're sleeping, then you are doing everything you can do to boost your testosterone. Let's move on to horizontal exercise. Now, so much literature, so much studies showing that horizontal exercise is one of the craziest testosterone boosters out there. The reason men have testosterone is to do horizontal exercise in the first place. However, it does not boost your testosterone long term. It is only going to spike it short term, so that's why I'm going to put it up here with coffee in the above average tier. Let's move on to Trenvar. Trenvar is crazy. I do not know how this stuff is even allowed on TikTok Shop anymore. Like, this made people so strong, I don't know how it's not banned on TikTok Shop yet. Trenvar is basically Tren and Anavar combined, all in a natural. Trenvar is basically Tren and Anavar combined, all in a natural way to boost your testosterone like crazy. I would put it above creatine and just next to Test Max, but it's absolutely insane. I mean, the complex is insane. It's going to boost your testosterone like nuts. Like, wow, it has the same 9-in-1 complex plus a few extra chemicals to really give you that testosterone boost. It's insane. I can't believe this stuff is still available on TikTok Shop. Like, wow. Originally, Trenvar was called Trenmax, but there was a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of optimizations, realizations to the product that gave us to the insane enhanced chemical formula we have today for Trenvar. And I can't believe this stuff is still on TikTok Shop. I took this, me and multiple people took this and added 20. Me and multiple lifters took this and added 100 pounds to our bench PR. I can't believe this stuff is still on TikTok Shop. Like, it amazes me. Definitely S tier superpowers. Let's move on to MK2688. Another supplement which I have no idea how it's still on TikTok Shop because we've had many studies done on this, and everyone improved their bench by over 100 pounds. It's insane. I can make a video on how I improved my bench by 100 pounds. We gave this to kids in our weights class, and it absolutely destroyed all their estrogen levels, improved their testosterone levels, made them bench way more than they would have without it. Like, it is insane. MK is one of the greatest ways to boost testosterone there is, and I can't believe it's still on TikTok Shop. Many people have increased their bench, squat, and deadlift and muscle levels just by taking MK every day before they sleep. It is definitely worth the price range. Like, $80 for a almost 2-month supply of this is a absolute steal. Like, it is cheaper than any cycle out there, and if you are actually currently cycling gear, it is one of the best things to use as a cycle support to keep all of your hormone levels tip-top shape and normal. So I have to put MK in number 1, Test Max number 2, and Trenvar number 3. When it comes to ashwagandha, this is another one where it's going to move the needle just a little bit, but it's not going to like insanely increase your levels. I would say it's a little bit better than testosterone, so let's put it in C tier, worth trying. And the last thing here, we have milk. Now, people think milk is this crazy natural way to boost your testosterone. It's really not. It can give you a lot of acne, a lot of health issues, especially if you're not young and drinking milk. So when you're younger, I would say it's probably B above average. But when you're older, it's not necessarily going to boost your testosterone at all, necessarily, or make you taller, increase HGH. So that's why I would put it in D tier, overrated as fuck. So when it comes to all this, what are the actual best ways to boost your testosterone? I would say you need to be taking at least one of the three, MK2688, Testmax, or Trenvar, depending on what type of athlete you are. If you're more on that natural side, then I would lean towards Testmax. But if you want to dabble in that enhanced side, I would start taking MK2688 and Trenvar. Obviously, everyone should be taking creatine to boost their bench press and their stats in the gym, on the track, whatever it may be. Definitely do short sprints for a short-term increase in testosterone, but you're going to need to use one of these 4 supplements so you can gain testosterone while you sleep and gain muscle while you sleep. I would definitely try cold showers and ashwagandha if you're still looking for that extra testosterone boost that you just can't quite get. And then everyone should be doing vertical or horizontal exercise and coffee. I would say most people already do that in their daily lives. And then do not do testosterone or milk to increase testosterone. Overrated as fuck. Testosterone's a little bit better than milk, but it's way overpriced. You could get something like MK for way cheaper that's actually going to skyrocket your testosterone like nothing you've ever seen before. That is my list. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. I appreciate you guys so much. These were the best ways to boost your testosterone ranked. Thanks for watching. Drop a like and follow to see the best ways to increase your bench press. These are the best ways to boost your testosterone ranked. I can't believe how much these boosted my testosterone. Wow. Alright, see you guys. Hold on. And live. See ya.